Alrighty, I guess I'm just now realizing that I don't really have the right lens for this video. This is a manual focus macro lens, and the camera is like really far away. So I might actually have to come back a different day and record this with the proper lens. I have the air conditioning running, so I'm hoping that the new microphone system kind of picks up the sound all right. So once again, we're launching into a video where I have no idea what I'm doing. But I figured that today would be the perfect time to share my favorite manual typewriter, at least my current favorite manual typewriter, which is, of course, the 1957 Groma Kolibri. Now, I don't tend to be a fan of ultra-portable typewriters, but I gotta say that this is one of the finest ultra-portable typewriters, if not one of the finest mechanical typewriters that I've ever used. And in fact, I sold my Erica Model M and acquired this machine. Not exactly. I sold my Erica Model M and acquired a Bennett Jr. typewriter, which I thought would solve all of my portable typing wishes, and it didn't. I traded that machine to Kirk Jackson of Nashville Typewriter and acquired the pieces to a QWERTY Groma Kolibri that looked terrible. And I used that for a couple of years and then traded that for this machine right here, which I had serviced a number of years before. So I will right off the bat say that one of the things that makes a QWERTY Groma Kolibri quite rare is that these machines were manufactured in East Germany. And during that time, the Soviet Union wasn't very interested in dealing with the United States. So this is an American QWERTY layout. It's a Groma Kolibri made for the US export market. So it is a very unique specimen. Now, this isn't going to be a long video. I am going to do a very nicely shot video like kind of all of my other typewriter showcases, and I just can't decide if I want to do this video here in the shop like I did the last two with the Royal Deluxe and the Royal 10, or if I want to go somewhere, if I want to take this machine out into the woods. Now, the reason I'd want to take this out into the woods is because on July 12th of 2022, I shot this video on the Groma Kolibri that I had at the time. This was a German quartz layout machine that I later sold on my site. It was not a machine that I spent a lot of time personally using, but it was very nice. And I set this to music. I set it to Nina's 99 Luftballons, and I thought that was super fitting because it's a song about tensions between East and West Germany. However, YouTube thought differently, and they took down my video. But yeah, so this, I biked all the way to the park, to the woods with this machine. I walked with it and got some beautiful footage of it. And sadly, that is just no longer available on my YouTube channel. So, what I'm thinking now is, do I want to recreate this video? Because these are beautiful machines, I love them, so let me know down in the comments if you want me to go out into the woods once again and try to do a similar video. Unfortunately, the picnic table that I shot this on is no longer there. Somebody pushed it into the river and it just kind of rotted away, so yeah. The thing that I love the most about the Groma Kolibri is its low profile. This is, aside from the Roy typewriter, the slimmest production typewriter ever. And if I put this next to a roll of Scotch tape, you can see that they're basically the same height. This is thinner than the Hermes Baby. It is thinner than the Smith Corona Skywriter. It is almost thinner than two Royal 10 spools on their side. The other thing I love about this machine is it has level key tops, meaning that as you press down a key, a trapezoidal series of levers underneath the machine connecting to each key top keeps them level to the table as you push them down, kind of like Smith Coronas and Ericas. Perhaps arguably the most important of all is how this machine feels when it types, and that is why I love it. The Groma Kolibri feels like a standard typewriter in an ultra-portable body shell. It is almost impossibly light and impossibly smooth. The operation is wonderful. When you hit the return lever, it actually indexes the page before you get to the carriage movement. It's super light, super snappy. It has dual carriage releases on either side. And listen to that. Did you hear anything? Because I didn't. It's a silent return. It is a wonderful typewriter. I could type on it forever. And that is the thing I hate about ultra portables, is they usually feel really terrible to type on. But for some reason, the Groma is just perfect. It is a magnificent typing machine. As much as I loved the Erica Model M and how well that machine typed, I gotta say, this machine, I find it more enjoyable. It's the same crisp, beautiful print quality, and it feels even lighter. And that return is so smooth and so easy. And it has that perfect feel to the keys that I absolutely love. A smooth, uninterrupted strike with a nice hard impact at the very end. That is something a lot of machines tended to get rid of as they wanted to move into the realm of quieter typewriters. And it has a very smooth, very deep key travel, which is very uncommon for ultra-portable typewriters. And that level key action helps increase the smoothness of that travel, so it feels like a really wonderful machine to type on. I just wanted to give a quick comparison to the other smoothest typewriter ever, basically the Omega 2, which is a rebranded variant of the Princess. You can see that the Groma is still a fair bit thinner than the competition, but just by about 1/4 of an inch. So let me do a little bit of typing on this so we can just enjoy how smooth it is. And of course, this also has a silent return. So my initial opinion on this machine is that the keys have a much steeper slope to them, and that is characteristic of pretty much all ultra-portable typewriters. The shift on the Omega 2 is definitely lighter, which is one of the things that I dislike about the Kolibri, is the shift can be a bit tough on some of these models, and there's not a great way to adjust it. It almost feels like you're typing through a layer of oil in the Omega, even though it's not oiled. The Groma is more of a metal-on-metal feeling machine. You get more feedback during the stroke, but your finger feels more cushioned when it hits the page. If the keys didn't pitch so far when you pressed them, I think I would like this machine better. But these level key tops on the Groma make it way more comfortable to type on. These would probably be my top 2 recommendations if you had all the money in the world and wanted a quality portable typewriter that you could type on for life. And yeah, I am a huge, huge fan of the Royal Portable, and if you know me, you know that I love the Royal Model P. But my God, these 2 machines, they're just magnificent. So yeah, I think we should wrap up this video and stop wasting time. So I suppose that is my very brief, probably exceptionally wordy overview of the Groma Kolibri. I just kind of wanted to showcase it a little bit. I am not sure how I want to do that video. So I probably have a few days before I'll have the time to bike this out to the woods. So in that time, please tell me, do you want to see this machine shot outdoors or in the shop? And I guess that's all. Thank you.